to see you back at home. I heard that last time you told me that you were going to be going out to a trip out to Texas, go see Mr. Pirate Brain or David out there, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
man, it's good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it was cool. It's cool. We, you know, basically went from where I live out here in Maine and flew to, well, we were supposed to go through Philadelphia, and then they ended up getting so much rain from that recent storm they had that they canceled all the flights. So they actually made a flight, which I've never heard of before, but they made a flight to get us to Dallas.
That sounds rigged. They made you a flight. Just sit down here. You'll be fine.
I know. So they got us to Dallas, and I spent one night in Dallas with my wife, and then I hightailed it. Let me turn that off. There we go. I hightailed it down to Austin, where Dave is, Mr. Pirate Brain is, and spent a couple nights there, making some music, making some videos.
You know, he's got the MPC X too, right?
What's that?
He also has the MPC X.
Yeah, he's got the X, and
I believe the 5000 too.
Right, he's got the 5000.
Yeah. So what else did you do while you're down there? I know there's a shop that you were talking about.
Switched on Austin.
Yeah.
He is ever.
What is that?
The vicinity of Austin, Texas, and you're into, you know, synthesizers and analog gear, even like drum machines or samplers, man, swing through Switched on Austin. They're one of the top gear shops that I've ever been to, and I know they're ranked.
Man, I know you showed us some pictures earlier, man, and some of those synthesizers you don't even see in the magazines, like that Move Memory.
I mean, I was playing with an Oberheim. I was playing with the OB8, and
you just go in there and play.
Yeah, because it's a retail, you know. Well, it's a store for resale, but they also have new stuff. So you can go in there. The Prologue 8, the Prologue 16, all the Odyssey versions, the MK2 and 3 and 1, and then there was an EML in there, which is an old like Eurorack type synthesizer. I mean, they just got everything in there, all cool stuff. I will say though, I was there at a time when their inventory was a bit light. Last time I was there, you couldn't even get through the place. There was like so much gear everywhere. It was ridiculous. But
yeah, you look like a kid in a candy store, that's for sure. It's funny, the Prologue, that's Korg, right?
Yeah, Korg makes a Prologue.
I got the Mini Log, man, and I am just so impressed with that thing. I know the Prologue doesn't have a synthesizer, but it doesn't have a step sequencer. But how do
you like it?
Oh, dude, I love this little thing. It's got a lot of power behind it, and I was just curious about the Prologue. How did you get to play with that at that store?
Yeah, I did. I played with them both, and for quite a while actually.
Did you notice a difference between one with the compressor and one without the compressor?
Yeah. Yes, I didn't notice any difference in the sound quality at all. They sound identical. I think literally it's a matter of what you want versus what you need.
Yeah, I guess preference.
Because you don't need the compressor, the visual, and the little compressor, because everything you have there has some sort of compression built into it. You could use the X, you could use the MPC software. I mean, like, we don't need the compressors, but it looks cool, and it does give you more keys.
Little keys, yeah, a little bit more keys is always nice. So I need to ask you this, bro, because I've known you for a little bit now, and I'm like, how did you survive not having your gear, man? How did you survive not having your gear for almost.
Well, so there were certain things I couldn't bring, obviously, but I brought a lot of stuff. I brought a lot of stuff. I had the MPC X with me. I had Volca keys with me. I had the Volca bass. I had the Volca kick. I had my push, my laptop. I had my digitone, my key step, and a Prophet 6.
That's all you needed, right?
Yeah.
You brought a t-shirt.
I brought this thing.
Oh, sweet.
I had it in a duffel bag wrapped around with bubble tape.
You know, those, I got to stop for just a second because these little standalone modules, man, without the keys, man, they are so freaking, they're nice, man, because I don't have to have the whole keyboard there.
I mean, you only have so much space to work with, and you get to a point where you have so many keyboards and there's MIDI implementation in almost everything now.
Exactly. I want to go out of my MPC into here, which I can. I just go here, I hit track 1.
Yeah.
And shit. Yeah, I didn't have that pre. That's a lot of boom. But yeah, I didn't have that set up right. But just to show that it did work. Okay.
Right.
Hopefully everybody is okay after that.
Oh, it sounded fine to me. It wasn't like overbearing.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, and then to go MIDI out into my mocks, because then I can control, because I found it hard to control my audio tracks, the muting them. I want to be able to hit a button to mute out everything. So I mute my MIDI tracks, my key groups on the MPC. I got my audio in, which I can mute out on my mixer. It's just a real nice workflow for me. But yeah, you can do it. A lot of stuff with this box if you really dig deep down inside. But I like to have, I want to see those knobs and move them and get into that nitty gritty and tune every single drum that comes out of this thing.
Yeah. So my story is I think I'm getting a little echo all of a sudden. Can you hear an echo or are you good?
No, I had one for a second, but we're clear.
I think it's gone actually. So I had my MPC 1000 and I started like messing around with these iPad apps and I started controlling the iPad apps. You know, I started using the iPad apps to, you know, modulate sounds and all this stuff. And then I started to see these things on websites and stuff that you could control iPad apps with these controllers. So I was like, oh, cool. Let me get one of these. And so it was amazing to me that I could plug something into my iPad and turn a knob on something and it would move the knob on the iPad automatically. And then I was like, man, I want like a real knob. I want to turn a real knob and I want it to actually do something to the audio. And so, yeah, like that's how I ended up getting into synthesizers. It's just a couple of years ago. And, you know, it's one of those things when you do it for the first time, it just changes everything every way you see music, because now I can program my own stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't own a single plugin and I don't own a single sample pack. I made them all myself. So you can do that when you take the time to learn your gear and, you know, all that kind of stuff. What's funny is we're talking about bringing the Prophet to Austin. So I ended up going there with 8 synthesizers.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up coming back with 10. It's ridiculous because I ended up picking up the circuit and the mono station.
Is that what's all lit up back there by that gray box?
And they're awesome. You know, somebody that I met through YouTube kind of gave me an inside track on these things. The person's name is Inky Blue.
Oh, yeah, I know Inky. She's always real nice. She comments all the time, watches. She's very supportive.
May or may not be a she. We're not sure.
I think
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's really cool because it's got, so I own the Mini Nova, and that's the one synthesizer, believe it or not, out of everything that I own that I won't sell. And it's probably the least expensive one to replace, but that's the one that I'm really, really attached to. And so the circuit has 2 of those Mini Nova engines, sound engines, synthesizer engines inside of it. So you can do a lot, and each one is a 6-voice synth. So you can do a lot with that thing. Plus, it has drum parts and all that, you know. So it's real cool, and I've done a couple videos on it already, and I plan to do a lot more. Actually, I made a track with it.
Can you go using into that to those devices like you can your Novation?
Say that again.
Can you go audio into those, like guitar or vocals?
The mono station, you can go audio in to the mono station.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's really that's a big deal. Yeah.
The regular circuit is battery powered, and it also has a speaker built in. So it gets kind of interesting because you can take it on the road with you pretty easily, or on the bus or a plane. And that's what's great about it, because I do quite a bit of traveling, and I always have like a place to sketch down real ideas, not like, you know, sometimes I'll try to use my OP1, which is fun. Oh yeah, OP1 for sale. Hit me up.
It's pretty cool, man. I've seen you in action with that thing.
But it's different. It's, you know, it's tape recording. So when you lay down a track with it, you know, if you lay down a 4-bar pattern, that's it. You can't change it. It is what it is. So
that's so cool, man.
Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. I like it because it's portable, battery powered, and all that stuff. But I find the workflow on it tedious. You know.
Yeah, it could be a little tedious, but you know, for it being portable and what it is, it's probably worth it for, you know, someone who enjoys that workflow, I guess.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pull up this feed just in case anybody messages. Do you have it pulled up somewhere?
No, I don't actually.
All right.
I do apologize for that. I know the reviewers like to have a response here, but if you're just tuning in, we're just going over Will's trip to Texas and some of the gear that he picked up on the way. He left with 8 cents and came back with 10. Just kind of going over our audio and everything, making sure our video quality is coming out good. We went over a little bit about the Volcas, you know, and how people are converting over to from machine to MPC.
Yeah, it's so cool that people are doing that, man.
And you know, I get a lot of the subscribers on my end. They'll ask me, you know, they say, "Hey, I'm doing this type of music or this and this. Can this help?" And you know, I got a lot of videos. I try to send them a link, you know, and encourage everybody to do it, because once you get that workflow done, like Jelani, man, once he gets that workflow done, it's going to be really, really good for him, I think.
Yeah, because he was already banging music to begin with, you know. I really liked Jelani, and so
they actually are on right now over there. But I told them earlier I wasn't going to be able to tune in, but yeah, they got some good stuff going over there.
Oh yeah, they threw Helen back recently. You know, Computer Music Academy. If you don't know what it is, go check them out.
Yeah,
a lot of good artists on there. A lot of people doing some really great things. So I've been at it for a few weeks myself, just because I've been having other stuff going on, working on some other projects and whatnot. But
no, quite a few people been working on some stuff. Quincy Q, he's been working on a lot of stuff. He's one guy that's actually kind of wants to jump onto the MPC. He wants to convert over from machine. And I know I did. I just couldn't. I respect machine and everything like that, but I couldn't go through with the sequencing and everything like that. My workflow is in the MPC, so that's just home for me. So
and the good Quincy that he's already on the iPad apps,
right?
The iPad apps. So his conversion is going to be a lot easier than some other people from machine, because he already understands the workflow.
Most definitely.
You know, MPC formats or whatever, that you just gotta kind of stick with it for a little bit and then it clicks. You know.
Most definitely. I learn stuff on this thing every single day and then go back and watch my own videos. And
oh, me too.
I'm like, how did I, what?
I know, it's craziness. The kind of stuff that you can.
But he's got a real nice sound though, man. He shared a song not too long ago. I wish I had a link or something. We'll get him up there where you can just put a link to his songs and stuff soon. But
creative dude.
He's got a real good vibe, man. You'd really enjoy it, guys. You would really enjoy it. And I just want to take a second, before we wrap this up, because Ratbag's community, we're not just sitting here with a bunch of gear in front of us and talking to get views or anything. We use our equipment. Okay. We do make songs. We do, all of us. We all use all of our stuff every time we make a video when we're making music. And our channel is just the community, it doesn't Ratbag music, period. We talk and encourage everybody to do that. I've sold like 15 of these freaking MPCs just because of word of mouth, and I swear by it. It's a great product, and I would highly, highly recommend anybody that has any problems with this, contact somebody from the Ratbag community, man. We're all good people there.
And that's why this started, was because, a few really just wanted to reach out to people like ourselves and just to help out, because there's really nobody you can just go and call that you don't have to pay. And will it eventually turn into something where you might have to, give us something for our time? It may, depending on what happens. If we have it our way, we're going to be able to do both, answer questions and be able to support ourselves with this. About you, I guess you, Poly, but that's pretty much, I think, what our goal is.
Yeah, the whole goal is to be able to support yourself off of something that you love doing, and it's hard to do it alone, man. You got to have at least one person that believes in you, man.
That's my mantra right there.
I hear you, dude, and it's true. And then once you have that, it's a domino effect, man. It's all downhill from there. But without getting on and actually trying, and you got to get out there and try. And that's what we encourage people to do. Jump in the water, man. Learn how to swim, dude. It's not bad. It's fine, man. So,
and you know what? We all like to build relationships with people.
Sure.
I want to make friends, like I want, if I ever make it to 1,000 subscribers, I want to know every one of them personally, and I'm not in any hurry. Because I know that to build a real grassroots kind of thing, it takes time. So it's cool.
Definitely, man. I would say, I'm hands-on with a lot of my subscribers. I do really support all my subscribers, man. I appreciate it. And honestly, I wouldn't be able to do any of this stuff without you guys. So from the bottom of my heart, man, I really appreciate the subscribers and the feedback and everything. It really keeps me motivated, because the world we live in is crazy. We all know it, but this is home for me. So yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. That'll be my last words. I'm gonna let Will close this out, and then we're gonna wrap stuff up, make some beats.
This is just awesome for me personally. I spent 10 years of my life hoping that I would be able to make connections with people that actually meant something in music. And I never wanted to be, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame or any of that stuff. What I wanted was real relationships with real people that support me in the same way I support them. That's it. And everything that I do, it's to try to grow the community and to just get our names out there as a whole. Anybody that's affiliated with the Ratbags community is going to be along for the ride, because we'll be, doing some things coming up real soon that is going to benefit all of us. And so I'm excited about it. And my mind is on it 24/7. And same as Poly, we all are. So just one last shout out to Vinny, Special Nobodies, Mr. Pirate Brain, David Moore, Q is his name is long, but he goes by K. What is that? A or semi?
If you spell, he said, if you spell it Q and then Aries, like the symbol, you spell it right.
Right. Q Aries. We call him Q just
Yeah,
because
he's cool. He got a vibe, man. I was like, yeah, talk to him in a day, and I was like, I call him like, dude, where's the where you at? I don't have my key.
I know. Yeah, it got quiet around here for a little bit, but we're gonna hopefully pick up steam, keep it rolling.
You know, life happens. You got to go out and pay bills and take care of business and all that, and but got to keep the grind too, man. And that's why we're doing this. And you know, little by little, day by day, you know, we all work hard, play hard. It's still really, really cool and humbling experience for me to be able to do this and to learn with my channel and to be able to grow with my channel. You know, I'm making a brand, and like we said, this is the birth stage of something.
It is.
You know, we don't know exactly what we're doing, man. We're just having fun trying to record stuff and share information. We got a lot of good responses, I'd say. You know,
you're right. It's only been a couple months.
Yeah, we haven't tried. You know, we've probably tried 40%, honestly. And just like any business, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be people that you offend on the way and that you end up patching things up. And it's just normal for business to happen. I work at a pizzeria, man. I told a lady, she told me something and I told her something, but next time she came in, I gave her, you know, we made up. So
right, that's good. And you got to take care of the people that support you. And
that's life, man. You know, and that's just what it is. So we grow together.
So if we make mistakes, we hope to correct them and move forward from them. That's it.
Most definitely. Like the first hangout session that I had feedback coming out everywhere. I think I blew half the subscribers away. One mistake that I'll never do.
Anything. All you need to do is sit down and run your camera and you're going to get subscribers. You ain't got to do nothing.
Yeah, man. We believe in you guys just as much as you believe in us. So we appreciate you, and we're going to let that be. And we'll see you probably next week around the same time. We'll try to keep things going, let you know what we're up to. Sound good, Will?
Sounds good to me, brother. Let's do it.
All right, man.
Later, people.
You guys have a good one.